Peace and blessings, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to one of our Google Hangouts. I am sitting here with the fabulous, beautiful, and amazing certified womb sauna practitioner, Khetnu. Welcome, love, and thank you for letting me steal some of your time to just introduce you to the folks.
Hey.
So we're going to dive right in. We're not going to hold y'all long, but I wanted to just give y'all an opportunity to connect with this powerful sister. She's in our South Carolina region,
Yes.
and she's doing amazing things with the sisters there. And so, Khetnu, why don't you just give them your background and what made you decide you wanted to become a womb sauna practitioner?
Well, first off, let me thank you, Thema, for giving me the opportunity to not only learn with you, but to have this opportunity today to speak with you and all the wonderful people who support the womb sauna. And just a little bit about me. I am from Johns Island, South Carolina, which is right outside of Charleston, South Carolina. Most people have heard of Charleston, but I live on a coastal sea island outside of Charleston, about 15 miles outside of Charleston, and grew up in a very spiritual, religious background, but I had a informal education with my maternal grandmother, who was a community herbalist, and so I grew up foraging for herbs and doing different things like that, and not really realizing that's what type of education I was receiving. And it wasn't until about 7 years ago, um, I was, well, let me back up. 15 years ago, I lost my father to a massive heart attack, and he transitioned from the attack. And that really opened up my eyes to wanting to know more about natural things to help people with their health and wellness. And so that really jump started my health and wellness career. And from that, I became a massage therapist first. So I've been a massage therapist for over 10 years. And 7 years ago, I was diagnosed with the early stages of uterine cancer. And that really opened my eyes to a lot that was going on with my own womb personally, and dealing with different things from heavy menstrual cycles to infertility and things like that, and also being diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome. So encountering these different things on my own and then becoming a holistic health practitioner really opened up my eyes to the different modalities that are out there to assist individuals in helping themselves. So I became certified in a lot of things, and I'm a lifelong learner. I believe in lifelong learning. And as I grow in my practice, I teach others to do that. So, to give you the formal titles that I have, I am a certified holistic health practitioner. I graduated from the American College of Health Sciences out in Portland, Oregon. I am a licensed massage therapist. I am a certified birth doula, and I am a certified Kemetic yoga instructor, and I'm a budding community herbalist. So I have over 20 herbal tea formulations that I formulate myself that help from high blood pressure to pregnancy. So different things to formulate like that. So that's just a general background of what I do and why I do what I do.
What I love about you is that you're not only a learner of these arts in the traditional sense, formal education, but this is like an ancestral calling for you. This
Yeah.
is really part of your bloodline and
Yeah.
your work. And I love that about your passion. And I remember our very first phone conversation when we were playing phone tag, and you were like, Sister Tama, I got to get in. I want to do this work. And your
Yeah.
passion for women, your testimony about overcoming uterine cancer. I mean, it's amazing to just hear your journey. And
Yeah.
you know what I say, you can't give what you don't have. And
That's true.
so it starts with our own healing. How do you feel your training experience with the Womb Sauna University in particular impacted you personally and professionally? Do you feel like there were some key moments that were really, defining for you?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, the experience overall was empowering powerful on a few levels. I mean, to the point that I actually lost a tooth in the process. Like, we talk about letting things go that no longer serves you. Well, I mean, through the training, there were different aspects of growth that I experienced with each level of learning. The more information that I took in and applied, like the more I saw a shift in my own personal development and my professional development. Because through that, you gave us tips and techniques that we could utilize in the process that I could not only apply to the womb sauna business, but to my overall holistic health practice. So just having that shift, and then um, witnessing how powerful the modality is in itself when I had to do my apprenticeship, and seeing how it impacted the women that I serviced who sat on my pot, it just really blew me away. And so it's um, something that I will always cherish, And like I said, being a lifelong learner, I love having the different avenues of education, and learning firsthand from someone, because I didn't always get that, but having someone who actually utilizes the process and teaching it to me was very valuable.
Well, I love everything that you have demonstrated since graduation and all throughout. And so you have birthed this amazing company, and
Yes.
I gotta let the people know about it. So tell them about what you're doing, and how you're integrating the womb sauna into your company. Just give them the
Well,
backdrop.
yeah, well, the my company's name is a Soulful Touch Wellness, and it encapsulate all the things that I do early on. And how I have weaved in the womb sauna training is that now I'm shifting my focus from just general holistic health to actually helping women with fertility issues who are dealing with infertility, because given my own personal experience, so it's one thing that I feel is very underrepresented, especially for women of color. We see infertility as such a taboo. You feel broken as a woman if you don't have a child by a certain age, if you don't have so many kids. And all of that. And so I want to be that person who provides them with as many tools and techniques, because I don't believe in a one size fits all approach to holistic health. So I believe that the womb sauna is something that is going to definitely be yet another tool in my tool bag that's going to help them get to the root of what may be blocking them from calling in their child children. And I think it's going to be something that is even going to be even more pivotal to the company in itself, because it's broadening my horizons when it's with dealing with that type of information.
Hmm. Where did you even get the name A Soulful Touch? Like, I want to hear more about this creative vision and kind of when it hit your spirit and you said, I gotta birth this business. What was that moment like for you?
I was in massage school. And right away, I had one of my professors who saw how intuitive and empathic I was. And one day we were doing something in class. I don't know, we were massaging or something. And he pulled me outside and he said, um, you're not like everyone else in this room. And he said, I see that you need to be a lot more protective of your energy, because you have so much to give and to offer people, not just on the physical plane of massage, but energetically. And so I I need you to be aware of that. I need you to walk in that power, but at the same time, don't let it overwhelm you, because this is part of your purpose here on earth. So fast forward to me graduating and becoming a massage therapist, and I had a client who said, "You know what? I've had massages all over the world." She was a pharmaceutical sales rep, and she would travel all over the world. And she said, "I've had massages all over the world. I've had hundreds of massages." And she said, "It's just something about when you touch me." She was like, "You give an awesome massage, don't get me wrong." But she said, "I feel like you're touching more than just my physical body. Like, I feel like you're touching my soul."
Mhm.
And I was like, wow. And so that's how the name came about, because I realized that what I did transcended just the physical muscle manipulation of massage, but I was actually giving them a total experience. And there are times when my intuition kicks in when I touch someone and I see something, maybe from their past, or there's a message I received for them. And I have learned throughout the years to honor that, because it used to scare me. But now I honor that, and I, relay those messages and things like that. So with my company, I wanted it to really encompass that same focus, like not just the physical part of massage, because most people know me as a massage therapist, but I offer so much more. And so that a soulful touch is, my tagline is holistic health with a touch of soul, and that's what I offer. There's a piece of me, of my soul, that goes into each and every person that I interact with. So I wanted them to feel touched by just that energetic exchange and that information exchange, or that physical exchange if it's through a massage.
I love that. So when they come in and connect with you in South Carolina, ladies can walk away with some healing touch. They can walk away with a womb sauna experience. They can walk away with some herbal medicines that will help them in between their sessions. Is there anything else we're missing? What else do they get when they come to your wellness center?
Um, just a general sense of well-being, and I know empowerment is the buzzword of this year, but to do, I want them to make informed decisions. I want them to walk in their power. I want them to connect with their womb, learn their womb story, and not just because they may be feeling diseased. I want them to know that they have the information to go forth and be more proactive and being preventative in things that may not suit well with their soul or with their womb. So they get a total experience. It's a 360, well, 180, I should say. I want people to make a 180, because I don't want them to go back to where they were. I want them to make a total change and remain there. So that's what they get. And I mean, I offer comedic yoga as well, um, holistic health counseling. Like I say, as I learn, I teach, and that's what I want people to take away from it. Like, they know that they're coming to a place where they can get total care, and not just one specific thing. But and if I can't do it, I refer out. I don't think I'm superwoman, but I want them to know that they have a resource in me that is going to help them on that path to continue being a well-being.
And that's what I love about you. One of the strengths that Khetnu brought to the womb sauna is her ability to create powerful networks. And so I love how you shine that. That's one of our principles in our community. If we don't know it, we're going to tell you, honey. We're going to say, listen, let me point you in the right direction to someone that can support you. And so, sisters in South Carolina, y'all need to come get to Khetnu's pot.
Yeah.
Y'all need to connect with a soulful touch. It's a beautiful vision. And her energy, she's not lying to you. Now, I've never had her healing touch, but I knew from one of our first mentorship conversations that she was spiritually gifted to see
Mm,
beyond the surface. And so, y'all hear me say this all the time. If you are dealing with any kind of womb imbalance, what you're really dealing with is a call to action to transform your life. Because
yes.
when the womb of a woman is not whole, that woman is not whole. And
Mm,
we teach the womb of your mind, body, and spirit. So, ladies, we don't get the promise without the process. You don't get the results without doing the work. So, what are
yeah.
you waiting for? We got sisters all over the world right now ready to support you in doing your work and evolving. And I also got to highlight that Kat New and I share a vision about fertility.
Mm,
Right now it's over 75 million men and women diagnosed as infertile in the US alone. And
mm-hmm.
so, we need to support each other in this, what I call an initiation. The days of laying down and getting up pregnant are gone for millions of people. There's a
Yeah.
big message in that we need to discover within our personal experience and our collective experience. So Khetnu, you're doing mighty wonderful things in South Carolina. Already hear your movement buzzing. I see what you're doing. Tell the people how they can stay connected to you and reach you for some of your services and products.
They can learn more about the services and products at a soulfultouch.net, which is my website. And if they are social media fiends like I am pretty much on everything. I'm a Soulful Touch on Facebook, on Instagram, a Soulful Touch Wellness, and Twitter at a Soulful Touch, and on Periscope at a Soulful Touch. And with the Periscope is a new format that I am delving into and offering different topics and talking about that. And you know, especially the womb issues and, you know, dealing with the fertility stuff. And it's a personal journey. So it's not something that I read about in books and don't know anything about. I'm talking from my own personal experience, you know, and dealing with my own fertility issues and welcoming and calling in my little girl who I've seen several times this past week. But yeah, so social media, if you just Google a Soulful Touch Wellness, more than likely you'll see this face, because you know my Leo kicks in and I take a lot of pictures. So if you recognize the face, you're in the right place.
Love it. I love it. Anything else you want to say to the people before we wrap it up?
um I just want to say, you know, your body is your temple. I know you've heard that a million times, but it's in taking care of yourself and knowing that self-love isn't selfish, and health is a journey, you know, and being well is a journey, but you don't have to do it alone. There's so many wonderful individuals like myself and Thema and the other sisters of the Womb Sauna sisterhood, and who are committed and willing to help you heal, not just physically but spiritually and mentally as well. And we welcome you and we believe in you, and just trusting yourself and knowing that that process, once you embark on it, is going to be so well worth it.
Yes, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe to that. I love it. Well, thank you for letting me get on your busy schedule, mover and shaker. I know you are doing amazing things in South Carolina, and I
Yes,
love you and keep shining, sister. We need you. All
thank you.
hands on deck. For those of you who felt inspired by this conversation, make sure you reach out to Khetnu, show her some love. And
Yes.
for those of you who want to learn more about our training experience, you can do so at thewombsauna.com, and you'll see a tab on all that we offer to enroll in classes. I love you, my sister. I'm going to let you enjoy the
Love you
rest of your
too.
day. And
Thank
thank
you.
you, everybody, for hanging out and tuning in. Peace and blessings, everyone.
And blessing. Thank you.